What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another Madden 20 online franchise gameplay here in week number 4 with our Washington Redskins. But before we get into week 4 and our opponent and who we're going up against, we have some GMing to do. So, we ended up looking on the Facebook page. We saw that the Saints owner was throwing up his backup quarterback on the market. Um, and me just planning ahead as a GM, I said, you know what? Andrew Luck is definitely getting up there in age. He's 33, going to be 34 next year. Why not just go ahead and invest in a young quarterback who's already got superstar abilities? It's not going to really be too much of a drop off from Andrew Luck. And really, in like one season, he'll end up being better than what Andrew Luck is right now. He's already one overall behind him. So we ended up sending the Saints our first round draft pick for Shea Patterson. We'll go ahead and sign him to the team right now. Basically saying, Andrew Luck, this is your last year. Whether you win us a Super Bowl or not, you're out of here, and Shea Patterson is the future. So, anyways, really isn't a huge move to me because I mean, my first round draft pick, I'm expecting that it's going to be the last pick of the first round because I'm trying to win a Super Bowl this year. So going ahead and sending our first round away for a new starting quarterback for next season, it's a no-brainer. It's easy. Why not? But anyways, we still do have a lot more work to do. Well, right now the only other player we could potentially sign is Monte Nicholson. We'll go ahead and offer him a contract here, offer him what he's asking for, but he wants a little bit more. So, uh, can't get mad at Monte. Monte is a baller. He's definitely worth the money. But we still do have some moves to make on this team by week 7. Definitely going to have some trades somewhere, some way. I'm not sure who I'm going to be trading yet. I have Cole Holcomb and not Monte, Cole Holcomb and Josh Uchi or Josh Uchi. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. That we're going to be looking at as potential players that we might end up trading. Josh Uchi, as you see, he's the 10th ranked outside linebacker. What I'm thinking about possibly doing is maybe moving him to our starting left outside linebacker and moving Reuben Foster inside the box and maybe ship out Cole Holcomb. Not sure, or I might just end up sending Josh Uchi away and see what I can get for him. So I'm not really sure yet. Still a lot of decisions that I have to make. Week 7, expect some more trades. If I don't know, maybe something comes up. Maybe someone sends me an offer. I might accept it before week 7. I don't know, but Matt Ioannidis is also another player that we're going to be looking to move on this team. He's a really good defensive tackle, 7 years pro, decently fast. I think he has like 76 speed. He's going to be someone that I'm going to be looking to ship out of here soon too. Because he's not even starting on our team. He's not really in on any defensive formations other than goal line, I believe. But nevertheless, if I'm thinking what I'm going to end up doing is try to get at least a second round draft pick um, for either one of the players that I end up moving. When I move Matt Ioannidis, I'm going to be looking to try to get a second for him. And if I end up moving Josh Uchi, I'm going to be looking to get a second for him. Cole Holcomb, he's an iffy player. He is only normal development. I may be able to find someone to give me a second for him. At the least, I'll take as a third. But he does have 89 speed, which really sells and says, this is second round talent, or second round pick talent at the least, is what I should be taking for him. But anyways, as you saw, Emmanuel Hall is a frustrated receiver that we have this game. I guess he didn't take too kindly to Terry McLaurin going off last week against the Los Angeles Rams. He wants to get involved a little bit more too. He wants us to try to get him a little bit more involved in the offense. He's well deserving of it. As if you haven't seen his playoff performance from last season, go ahead and check out those videos. He just completely went off in the NFC Championship game, which we unfortunately lost. But anyways, coming into this week up against the Bills. The Bills are not the best team in the league, but still at the same time, this is Madden. Anything could happen. But at the same time, with this defense that we have coming out in the first possession, forcing a 3-and-out, I think it's pretty well said that this is going to be an easy win. Um, my defense is playing just amazing. I have no idea how else to say it. But anyways, first offensive possession, Andrew Luck drops it back, and we're not going to even want to waste any time. We're taking a shot deep, going right to our frustrated receiver Emmanuel Hall, getting him his touches and getting him his first touchdown. I think that was what 56 yards or something like that. I can't remember where the ball was at. Either way, it was an amazing deep shot, and we're already halfway to getting his X Factor going. And like I said before, if you have not seen those playoff games and seen what Emmanuel Hall can do when his X Factor is lit up, boy, just say it is a nightmare. He has doubled me. Um, 3rd and 1, Josh Allen's taking a deep shot on Stephon Gilmore, and Gilmore almost got beat by Andy Isabella, which I promise you, if that would have happened, I would have been pissed off. Ends up going for it on 4th and 1, ends up getting stopped in the backfield by Kenneth Murray. Our offense is right back on the field again, so perfect position right here, looking to try to go up 2 scores, taking another deep shot to Emmanuel Hall. Ooh, if that ball is thrown maybe like a second earlier, I feel like Andrew Luck has the precision passing to drop that in perfectly in the back of the end zone like he did against St. Louis, and we're able to toe tap in the end zone. That's a touchdown. But anyways, 3rd and 4, Andrew Luck's looking for someone open. Can't really find anybody. It looked like we possibly would have had Emmanuel Hall in the corner again. Didn't want to force it. Anything could happen. And we'll just go ahead and throw the ball away, and we'll take our 3. We're still up 2 scores. So a little disappointing, but at the end of the day, we added points onto the scoreboard and extended our lead. 2nd and 7. Don't test that man. Josh Allen, do not test that man, Lars Woodby. Coming up with a huge interception right there, giving the ball right back to our offense again, already on the other half of the field. And Josh Allen, Andrew Luck is going to take another shot to his superstar receiver, Emmanuel Hall. Comes up with another huge gain, and we're into the game, into the end zone with Darius Geis on a stretch run. Beautiful start so far to the game. Defense is forcing the turnovers, forcing 3 and outs. Offense is putting points up on the board. Right here on 1st and 10, that was horrible usage by me. I was on Bobby Wagner. I was supposed to be guarding that tight end, and I just got caught up looking at other areas of the field. End up giving up a huge gain on 1st down. Come out on 2nd and 10. He tries to run the ball with TJ Logan. He gets stopped for a gain of 1 yard. 3rd and 9, Josh Allen drops back again, looking to take a shot. He's testing Stephon Gilmore, and I went for the swat. I just have no idea what that animation is. I don't know. And it's only Stephon Gilmore that gets those weird SWAT animations whenever I go for him. I have no idea why he swats and he jumps behind them. It's like he tries to jump through the guys. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, TJ Logan again stopped in the backfield for a loss of 6 yards. 2nd and 16. Josh Allen drops back, tries to find Amari Cooper, and you do not want to throw the ball late across the middle against this team. We have hitters out there. Lucky for him, Monte Nicholson was the one that ended up hitting him. I wanted that to be Lars Woodby just so I can start to get his X Factor going, but I'll take the incompletion. Anyway, it ended up forcing a field goal. They were in field goal range and ended up picking up. So we now have a 17-3 lead, 14-point lead for our Redskins, and our offense is coming right back on the field. The problem for the Bills is, though, Mr. Emmanuel Hall is blinking. He has his X Factor activated, which, if you did not know, is double me, and he did not double him. Huge gain of 56 yards by Emmanuel Hall right there. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line, already in field goal range. But we're not looking for a field goal. We're looking for a touchdown. Andrew Luck drops back, finds our rookie tight end Stogner on a seam route, takes it down to the 4, and Darius Geis finishes it off from there with a 4-yard touchdown run. So our offense is moving on all cylinders right now. This Bills team just can't stop us right now. They're having a hard time moving the ball when they have it, and then when they're trying to stop us, they just can't do it. It's impossible for them right now. 1st and 10, back on the defensive side of the ball, he's still trying to get Mr. TJ Logan going, and it's just not working. 5 rushes for 4 yards right there. TJ Logan is definitely having a hard time finding anything, any type of running lanes against this team right here. Josh Uche coming up with a huge user sack right there. He ends up taking away the in route and gave I think that was Bobby Wagner time to catch up on that, and then ends up coming out of that coverage and just gets a sack on Josh Allen there. Lars Woodby with a beautiful swat there, forcing another 3 and out. Like I said, they just can't do anything against our defense. Our defense is just too good, and on offense, I mean, how are you going to stop us? I mean, the only people that can stop us is ourselves, as you see right there. Andrew Luck just completely misses Terry McLaurin. 2nd and 10 right here. I just ran that play just to get Emanuel Hall a touch because, if you know how double me works, I have to continuously target him. He was at 2 out of 3 times I hadn't targeted him. So just to get that counter reset back to 0, just ran that little play there. Anyways, 1st and 10, taking another shot deep. Emanuel Hall is just torching this defense. Like, it's not fair. What can you do? The man has 95 speed. He has his X factor lit up. He's clearly not doubling him, and Emmanuel Hall is just going to continue to eat. And I mean, if you're not going to try to put forth the effort to double team him, I'm just going to keep on just lobbing it up to him and letting him just completely moss his defenders. Anyways, 1st and 10 back on defense. Lars Woodby coming up with a nice little sack, or not a sack, a tackle on 1st down. They gained 3 yards. Josh Allen taking a shot across the middle of the field. Pass is knocked away by Josh Uche. I feel like I'm really saying his name wrong. 3rd and 7. Look at Stephon Gilmore. Look at Gilmore jamming the receiver. Josh Allen still forces it towards that receiver, and Stephon Gilmore has his first interception of the season and his first touchdown for the season for the free agent pickup, and the lead is extended to 35 points. This is getting ridiculous right now. This is really getting ridiculous. The defense is just playing amazing. Even the defense is putting up points. The offense just can't be stopped. Come out on 1st and 10. Josh Allen, after throwing that pick 6, ends up finding Andy Isabella on a nice little out route. Picks up another 1st down. 1st and 10. He's still trying to hand the ball off to TJ Logan. TJ Logan gets stopped for a gain of 1 yard. Across the middle, I just missed time the hit stick there with Lars Woodby. Could have been a kill shot. Could have been an incomplete pass there. And right here, user and Lars Woodby got caught up. I'm supposed to have that deep half there, but I got caught with my eyes looking at all the underneath routes. And Andy Isabella ends up beating our 2nd string cornerback somehow, because even still that he's a 2nd string quarterback, he's still fast. I'm not sure how Isabella ended up beating him, but he did, and the Bills had their first touchdown of the game. 1st and 10, still targeting Emmanuel Hall. Somehow he drops that. I'm not sure how he drops that. Double me clearly says wins aggressive catches against single coverage. He was in single coverage, went for an aggressive catch, and he just got pushed and he just dropped the ball. But anyways, we end up finding T.Y. Hilton later on in that drive, and then Avery Bruce finishes things off with a nice little touchdown run of his own, and the lead is right back up to 35 points. So the Bills just can't stop us. I don't know what to say for them. Everything is literally going in our favor right now. Defense is coming away with stops, interceptions, punts. Offense is just continuously moving the ball, only stopping themselves from scoring, really. Anyway, 2nd and 4, ball on the 35-yard line. Josh Allen drops back, taking another deep shot, and we go for the swat. Monte Nicholson's just unable to get there. He wasn't in good enough position, and he ends up coming away with a catch there. TJ Logan is just still having a rough day. He's still trying to get him going, but just this defense is not allowing anything to happen. Takes a deep shot, dangerous throw there right before halftime. The Bills would definitely want to look to get some points here. You don't want to take too many shots on Lars Woodby though, because that man will make you pay. You will throw a pick to him. 4th and 9, they end up settling for a field goal and end up getting it. So now it's a 32-point lead. With 40 seconds left, we're just going to try to get something going here. End up taking a huge sack on 1st down, lost 13 yards, and we also lost Andrew Luck, his X factor. 2nd and 23, taking a shot deep for Terry McLaurin. Luckily, it was not picked off, and lucky for us, we end up drawing the pass interference on the play. 1st and 10, we take a shot for T.Y. Hilton. Comes up with a nice catch there for us. Brings us down to the 37-yard line. We call our timeout. 1st and 10, we should have been running the ball. I don't know why I was not running the ball. We ended up going for T.Y. Hilton again. That would have been sick if he was able to come away with that one-handed interception or reception. That would have been beautiful. Anyways, he doesn't. 2nd and 10, we try to go to Terry McLaurin again, and he just straight drops it. Stogner would have been the better option there, but I was under pressure. Terry was the first thing that I saw, so I just went ahead and forced it to him. Anyways, 4th down and 10, right before halftime, try to get the field goal, and we end up missing it. So 4 seconds left, running cover 4 here, just trying to avoid anything deep, and oh my gosh. Radley Hills just gets burned again. By who? Andy Isabella. Makes no sense to me at all. I don't want to say I need a new corner, but that's what I'm starting to begin to feel right now, because I even tried to change up the cornerback alignments, try to see if I could get Stephon Gilmore on Isabella right after that, and I just couldn't really do it. I don't know. I just couldn't figure out how to get Gilmore over on Isabella, because really right now for this Bills team, Isabella is the only thing that they have going, and it's my second string corner that is just he's not coming through for me. He's not coming in clutch. So I'm just trying to figure out what I can do. But anyways, Shea Patterson, as you see, he finds his way into the lineup for his first snap there. Not really looking too well. I wasn't anticipating playing Shea Patterson this game, but if this blowout continues, 4th quarter could be all Shea. Right now we have a 25-point lead. If this grows, or if it stays a 25-point lead in the 4th quarter, definitely look to see Shea starting to get a few more snaps in. Anyways, 1st and 10 after Andrew Luck picks up a 1st down, gain of 23 yards. Darius Geis runs backwards for 5 and gains 3 yards. Beautiful there. Geis tries to truck over a man. I thought that was going to be a face mask penalty on him, but it's holding. I'm guessing the long pause and what took him so long to accept that is because he was thinking the same thing I was, because I was definitely hitting X trying to accept that, because I thought there was a face mask penalty on him. Anyways, 3rd and 12, not really looking to get any more touchdowns, just trying to milk the clock and get out of here with the win. So we'll settle for our 3 right there. Avery Bruce ends up picking up a nice gain, almost got the 1st down, and we'll go ahead and put our take our 3, go up 28 points here in the 3rd quarter. TJ Logan is just still having a rough day, man. He's still trying to hand the ball off to him, but he's just not getting much of anything going. 2nd and 11, beautiful playmaker there by Josh Allen. Ends up fighting TJ Logan for a huge gain. I'm not sure how many yards, but it was a huge gain. Definitely a big play that the Bills needed at that time. Come out on 1st and 10. Josh Allen taking another deep shot for Andy Isabella. Why not? Because that man has really been his offense today. Andy Isabella has been the only thing really working for this Bills offense. Josh Allen almost threw his 3rd interception there to Randy Hiles. Our cornerback that's been getting burnt by Andy Isabella all day. End up forcing a 4th and 20. Bills go ahead, put the ball away, and from here on out, we're really just trying to milk clock, get out of this 3rd quarter, get to the 4th, and just coast from there on out. 1st and 10, Andrew Luck drops back, finds Terry McLaurin on a slant route across the field for a gain of about 13 to 14 yards. Come out on 1st and 10 after that, handing it off to Avery Bruce. He loses a yard on that carry there. 2nd and 11, we try to hand things off to Terry McLaurin on a jet sweep, and he doesn't get much of anything there. And now we're here in the 4th quarter. with a 28-point lead, and Shea Patterson is in the game for the first time, well, second time technically, but threw his first pass and ends up getting the huge gain on, what was that, 1st and 10 or 2nd and 10, I believe, to Avery Bruce. But still, even though Shea Patterson's in the game, I would really love to throw the ball with him right now. The way this league is working, if I start scoring more touchdowns in this game, even though I put in my backup quarterback technically, they'll say I'm running the score up, and I'll end up having to bench players. I'm not trying to go through all that. Right now, we're looking to be 4-0 after this game. Not trying to have any players benched, especially for next week. Next week we have the New York Giants. I can't remember if that's a home game or an away game. Well, doesn't matter whether really doesn't matter where we play. That's a division matchup, and it's always tough. Look at that beautiful pocket awareness there by Shea Patterson. Ends up finding Terry McLaurin down to the 3. I probably should have started kneeing the ball out there instead of taking the field goal over there on 1st down, but like I said, I'm not trying to score any more touchdowns. I'll just go ahead, kick my 3, give him the ball back, and just put my defense back on the field because my defense has been working for me. But yeah, so like I was saying, we have the New York Giants next week. I already know it's going to be a tough game. Last year we ended up splitting with them. We ended up winning the last game of the season, which was a huge win for us because that is the game that ended up giving us the number 2 seed in the NFC. In the NFC. So, and even still with that game, that was just a tough, hard-nosed game. I think we barely won that game. So I'm already anticipating a dogfight against the New York Giants next week in Week 5. With 40 seconds here left in the game, in the 4th quarter, this game is pretty much wrapped up. Everything is done with. Josh Allen would drop back again, try to take another deep shot, but he tests the wrong man. He tries to throw on Stephon Gilmore, and you do not want to test Gilmore. Gilmore ends up coming away with the interception to seal the win, even though it wasn't already sealed. We had a lead of 28 points. Beautiful game right here. Overall, I'd say our team played. I don't want to call it perfect because I'm still upset about that. That last half heave. So I'll say we played about a B. I'll give us a B grade for today's game. Like I said, next week's game is Week 5 up against the New York Giants. Be on the lookout for that game. Leave a like if you enjoy. Subscribe for more. So you don't miss any other games. I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.